Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. Now, of course, yesterday was the big Eric Adams appearance just across the street at 40 Foley. And Alex Spiro made a lot of noise about speedy trial and wanting to be on the printed ballots next March. But basically, it was the result was as it is in most criminal cases. A discovery schedule, still no trial dates selected, but I think it seems the Judge Ho will try to give him that. Meanwhile, in the sort of precursor corruption case of the two FDNY guys, Brian Cordascoto is now set to plead guilty on October 8th. Well, that moved fast. So those kind of cases tend to get forgotten. Also, in the other case that they announced, the FDNY, Damian Williams, the fentanyl, Dominican Republic, India, global conspiracy to sell fake oxy. Yesterday they tried to consolidate all the cases. At the press conference, we asked Damian Williams about the other precursor cases, and he said the indictment speaks for itself. But finally, the other shoe dropped, and they've written to 4 judges in 5 separate cases and tried to get them all to be in the case under Judge Cronin. It emerged, as Inner City Press first and only and exclusively reported, that 2 of the people involved in the Bronx pill mill were allowed to plead guilty without being charged with resulting in death, which carries a 20-year mandatory minimum. And one of them, it turns out, had managed to flee after he'd set a change of plea setting. So we're going to stay on that case. It's the kind of case that gets a lot of coverage on the day it's announced, and then people forget. But we're staying on it. Cordascoto and the fentanyl. What else can we say? Of course, now it's true. Jack Smith unsealed, and you can read it. You can now read it probably on Court Listener. His brief in the Trump Judge Chutkan case in DDC. Will it move the needle? I don't know. You be the judge. You check it out. Meanwhile, across the street in business news, the SEC Ripple, what is a security, will be going to the Second Circuit. And we will definitely be covering that and live tweeting it when the arguments take place. Now, something happened in the UN it's very rare. Mostly it's all sycophant journalists, and Inner City Press was banned, but this rarely happens. But apparently, during High Level Week, a state media individual tried to ask questions to the German foreign minister, was sort of roughed up and ended up having his accreditation either downgraded or stripped. It's not clear to me because we're banned from going in, so we're reporting it somewhat secondhand, although we've been contacted by numerous sources inside because they saw the contradiction. The contradiction being Inner City Press was ostensibly banned for covering the Budget Committee meeting where $5 billion were being voted on, and we were asking about sleazy deals Antonio Guterres had made with Cameroon, then the chair of the Budget Committee, to not talk about their mass killing of Anglophones in exchange for procedural favors in the Budget Committee. We were grabbed, picked up, thrown out, and they've never responded even to pro bono letters from Quinn Emanuel or Duane Morris. Now this more recent one, as soon as a member state that Guterres likes or is afraid of contacted them, it's all getting reversed. You can find this on Inner City Press. Also, ask yourself of the role of the German foreign minister. The UN is a sinkhole of censorship and corruption, and we will not cease covering it. But for today, we're going in to cover FDNY. To be continued.